Questing is a core part of Escape from Tarkov, especially in the early game. It gives us purpose, direction, some really good rewards. It forces us to use different gear and go to different maps. It can also be incredibly frustrating. We all have that quest or quests that are super frustrating, hard to complete. We get tunnel vision on and start to make mistakes and get into this cycle of dying. Well, in this episode of Lessons from Beyond the Grave, we are going to take a look at a few clips from my stream where I died because I was overplaying and see what we can pull and learn from that so that you can die less and be more effective when questing. I'm Jessekazam. Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. If you liked the video, think about dropping a like or commenting down below. I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch. All my links will be down below. I'd love to have you stop by and say hey, but with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right in. So, like we said, we're talking about how to die less when questing, and I think all of us experience this depending on what the quest it is, or even just throughout the early game, is a lot of times we overplay or overpush for a specific quest. You need to use a specific gun, you need to do something on a map, and the decision making starts to fall apart. We start to make decisions we wouldn't otherwise make, and we die because of that. And this, identifying this, is really going to help you not only increase your survival rate, which increases, how much money you're making, and increases your money because you don't have to pay for insurance, but it also means that you can keep those kits. A lot of times we have to buy specific guns or loadouts for stupid quests. Well, the less you lose those, the more money you can save on that, and it all ends up being a better experience. And so I think that's kind of fundamentally what this video is about, is identifying when you're overplaying for a quest, pulling back, and always taking a survive, always taking a win is going to help you in the long run, even though some of these quests are frustrating. So this first clip, we're on woods. I'm trying to kill people with SVDs. We're kind of doubling up because my friend needed to kill Sturman, I think, so we were on woods. But I'm doing the Punisher where you have to kill people with SVDs. My friend died. We know Sturman's here. And you'll see my decision-making start to fall apart as I see a guy and basically just chase him down because I really want this kill. So let's go ahead and take a look at the clip. What the frick? Where did that guy go? Dude. All right, so frustrating death there, and you can kind of see me just continue to put myself in terrible positions to chase this guy. So we'll kind of go back and watch it again. I'm coming back here. I'm healing. My friend is dead. I hear the running on the other side here. This is totally fine. I got the SVD. I'm healed up for the most part. I'm going to try and go for the kill. And this guy doesn't seem to notice me. He's running away. And this is when I start to kind of like figure out and identify that this guy's on the move. He does not want to fight. He is running away from me there. I take a few shots at him. I throw a grenade. We see him right here, once again, continuing to run away. This guy is definitely giving off vibes that he wants out of here, that he doesn't want to really sit and fight. So at this point, it's not necessarily a terrible thing that I've continued to pursue him or chase him. I want that kill. I think that there are other positions I could have gone to get maybe a longer angle kill on this guy, but at this point I wouldn't have known that. So we're pushing him, and the reason why it's okay is that we've got plenty of cover. I'm not really exposed to Sturman or his gang in the like kind of main lumber area yet. I have no reason at this point to assume that there are PMCs behind me, and I want to go kill this guy. So we're trying to get a good angle on him all the way up to here. you know, is pretty fine. I'm not doing anything overwhelmingly wrong. The thing to note is that this guy is definitely giving off vibes that he doesn't want to fight. He does it again here where I spot him on the other side of this lumber pile, and I'm kind of creeping around waiting for him. And as I swing around, I see that he's gone. So once again, this is the third time now I've seen this guy, he's gone. I've seen this guy, he's gone. I've seen this guy, he's gone. He's definitely not giving off vibes he wants to fight. Right here, this moment is basically the crux of when I start falling apart. I push over here and start putting myself in much worse positions. Instead of now going back, falling back closer to my buddy's body, falling back to a position of overwatch and maybe long range and getting this guy in a transition. Instead of doing that, I push across and I start putting myself in this open field. At this point, I'm putting myself in a lot of opening where Spine and Sniper Rock are behind me, and I haven't cleared those areas. Additionally, I have died here several times, especially closer up towards the road here, to Sturman, because they've widened where he can spawn, they've widened where his goons can spawn, and they're really devastating. So now I'm really putting myself in a bad position here because I'm just kind of continuously sprinting, hitting bushes, pursuing this guy, looking for him. There's no hard cover around me to my left. This rock is super far away. I've kind of got nothing at this point. Now, if other players come up to Dickhead, I'm kind of exposed. I don't have a lot of hard cover. I don't have a lot of soft cover. I'm basically just out here pushing this guy, trying to get this one kill for this quest. And right here, we can see, boom, there he was on my left. What's crazy is that once again, if I had played this slower, this guy is like looking down here. He didn't even know I was over here. I could have, if I had rotated back to Dickhead, he thought I was still over here where I had chased him. I could have potentially gotten him in a transition over here. If I had stayed on this side of the road and scoped down along the road, I might have gotten like a really clean or small angle on him. But I rotated way out of here. I'm making a lot of noise. And at this point, because I don't see him, I'm focused forward. I'm focused into the lumber mill. Once again, I know Sturman is there, and that is a threat. That's a big threat. That's super frustrating to get like triple tapped by Sturman. So at this point, I'm exposed and my attention's divided. I'm thinking, oh, maybe this guy just ran away. Let me see if I can pick up a quick Sturman kill. And boom, I'm scoping in on main warehouse, dead. So this is one of those times where, once again, I overplayed it. This was just one kill. You need a bunch of kills for this quest. There were a few times after these first few initial engagements with this guy where I could have backed off. I could have played slower. I could have played smarter, but I was just sprinting. I was making a lot of noise. I was running through bushes. I wasn't around cover, and I just wanted this kill. I got greedy, and it ended up costing me. So we'll take a look at another clip where a similar thing happens and break that down as well. So this is another kind of similar thing that happens. Now we're doing the shotgun quests on customs, which I hate the shotgun quests. I hate how late you have to do them. I'm not very good with shotguns. So we're doing this, and these are always the quests where I do this, where I overplay it and I push it because I try to get the quest done quickly. So we're on customs. We see some PMCs, and I chase them down. So let's go ahead and take a look at this clip.
So if I had to guess, it sounds like the guys that were across the river pushed up by a sniper checkpoint.
Is that a PMC? Those are PMCs. Okay, 2 PMCs. I'm going to push them because I don't have a sniper. 2 PMCs by ice cream.
Okay.
One is on his butt looting. Oh yeah, they see.
Just scav behind me. Got him.
These guys are like leaving. I'm dead. No, that was the last 2 I needed. All right, so another rough death. That one was this was kind of a little bit of everything because these were the last 2 kills that I needed for setup. And this is exactly what happens. Overplaying. So once again, very similar thing. The first half of this clip, Totally standard, totally fine. I identified 2 targets. I see that they're PMCs. I'm aware of my gear. I'm not trying to take shots at them from this distance. I believe I had flechette in this. If I had AP-20, I totally would have engaged on those guys from that distance because you can get some pretty crispy snipes with AP-20. But I had flechette, so I had a buckshot type round. I wanted to get close. I wanted to close the distance here. I took painkillers, so I'm pre-painting. This is another good opportunity here. I'm right at the distance where flechette would have tickled him, but probably not killed him. So the trigger discipline here, I'm like, nope, I don't want to engage yet. This is all good. And then it kind of hits me. I was like, this is like halfway through a raid. I bet these guys are going to extract. I bet these guys are going to the campfire. So that adds even more kind of tension here. So this is a quest I hate. It's the last 2 kills I need. There's 2 PMCs in front of me, and I think they're going to extract. So at this point, even this push across the road isn't a bad one. I want these kills. That's totally fine. Right here is where things start to fall apart though. My first shot is right here where I can see absolutely nothing. These guys, like you can tell if we kind of slow this down, you can tell that even after the first shot, as I start to kind of come through these bushes, this guy's facing the wrong way. He's facing down towards along the river. So even though I was making noise, even though I was chasing, these guys didn't have a really accurate view of where I was. And at this point, pushing through the bushes, engaging my first shot when I actually can't see them, and then seeing him still face the wrong way, means I could have done this so much more carefully. I could have positioned myself a little bit closer. If I had waited to take my first shot for even just 2 more footsteps forward, I would have potentially been able to secure a headshot on the first guy, conserving ammo, meaning I wouldn't have had to reload before engaging with the second guy and getting a kill and potentially completely changing this. But I pushed it. All that tension, the tension of completing the quest, the tension of getting them before they extract, pushes me to make stupid decisions. So this was the first one. I could have additionally kind of wrapped around to my right and gotten behind them a little bit, especially since they weren't as close to the campfire as I thought, and which would have given me a little bit of time. So we take a few shots. They're all low. This is why I hate shotguns. There's so much recoil. I'm terrible with them. They're really underrated, but I'm terrible with them. All these shots are low. I'm hitting him leg, stomach. I probably blacked out his stomach and did quite a bit of damage to him. I've shot like 4 or 5 rounds at this point, and there's 2 enemies left. This is big mistake number 2, reloading with forward momentum towards them. This is what I'm talking about. The play all the way up to pushing them, A-okay. Right here, I should have turned around and ran away. These guys, even if they ran straight to the campfire, I would have had enough time to probably reload, get 1 more peek, pop, maybe kill one of them in extract. They might not have even gone to extract. They might have held the rock and gone for the kills. But this was absolutely a huge mistake to go for a reload on a shotgun while pushing towards them because they played this right. This guy who was doing the same quest because he has a Ushanka and a shotgun splits to the right. The other guy's probably hurt, splits to the left, and I didn't see this guy push up. Boom, I'm dead. I tried to use the rock as cover, but it 100% wasn't the right call. So this is another classic example. If you've got a quest you hate, survival is always more important. I had to go back into another raid. I had to buy another shotgun. I had to buy another Ushanka, as opposed to just, not pushing these guys so aggressively. I would have potentially gotten the kills, or even if they did extract, I would have been able to take this gear into another raid and potentially get my kills that way. So this is another classic example of that. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully looking at clips like this and breaking down deaths, my deaths, is helpful to you. This is definitely something that in the early wipe, I think a lot of players identify and struggle with. It's just kind of throwing themselves at what seems like a brick wall at a certain quest over and over and over again. Take your time. The fundamentals of Escape from Tarkov never change. Survival is the most important thing. So try to identify when you're doing that. Slow down. Prioritize survival, and hopefully you survive more raids and get more of your quests done in Escape from Tarkov. Thank you so much, as always, for taking the time to check out this video. If you liked the video, think about dropping a like, commenting down below, or subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Like we said before, I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch. All my links will be down below. I'd love to have you stop by and say hey. And if you're looking for people to play Tarkov with, our Discord server is an awesome place to be. That link is down below as well. Thank you again for stopping by, and I will definitely see y'all on the next one.